Wait. So how's your day going?
Oh, I got up at 3:30 this morning and started my cardio at 4 o'clock. So I had to head down to the gym, got that done, and then it's back home, start my breakfast. Had to go run to Sam's to get some supplies for the gym. So and Sam's is a good hour drive from me one way. So I have
Mm.
to account for then shopping there and then coming back. Um, So all morning I've been ripping and running we went to buy our car so I can be back on time.
Yeah, Sundays I don't do nothing, but Friday I had to do my first of the month shopping, did a little shopping, pay my rent, pay the light bill. Now I'm broke. So,
Now it's
here,
wait again for the first of the month. Hey, but George, this month is going by
yeah,
fast.
yeah. I got nothing left for a bit, but still, it's the shortest month of the year. You got to think about it. February. Here, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. With the wait, hello.
Excellent. And this is a little bit bad news, but I am about to go in to have a knee surgery. How it's going to affect my season, I'm not really sure. I hope for the best, but you see this wall? This is all the famous people that's been here. Like Roger Federer has been here and had his surgery. This is one of the best clinics in the world for sports surgery. And even though I feel a little bit nervous, feel like I'm in super good hands. So I'll let you guys know later after the surgery how it goes. The knee is it's needed some touch up. So I'm confident that I'll be back to recovery and back to training real soon.
All right, and here we go with
Little update. I'm out of surgery and I feel fine. My leg they are still sedated, so I do not feel my leg. As you see, there are still drains in the leg, but we will see later how much the pain will be. I hope not too bad. But yeah, a few people have been asking what happened, what happened. I had a fall during cardio. I was out jogging, prepping for the Rising Phoenix in 2019, and I fell and full force with the knee into the concrete, and it caused some bone fragments to come off, and they've been like traveling around that joint for some years, becoming bigger. The biggest one was 2.5 centimeters. So they caused a lot of problems. I could not train legs anymore. I had pain all the time. I couldn't walk very well. I couldn't bend the leg or walk on stairs. So I really had to get it fixed. There was no way around it. This is how it looks like. I know it's a little gross, but for you that want to see what was inside that knee, there was a lot of bone growth sitting right in the joint. But I feel well. I feel good. I hope not. The pain is going to be too bad later. Also, if you want to support me, the surgery is on my own cost. So anyone who have the means to support a little, I would appreciate it. And thank you for my heart for all the comments, support, DMs. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
well, bless Hilla. She's been through a lot. Like I said, it was no more than about 2 years ago when she had got a shoulder injury. Here she is with one of the clients that interviewed Sandra. This probably was maybe around about a few months. Right now, she's in Sweden. With her dear friend, the big sweet herself, Irene Anderson. She posted on her IG. It's in the stories. I don't know if it's still there or not because but I will tell you the truth. I'm going through something with my knees. I am debating about getting surgery because I can't move as much. When it's one knee just kind of pulling you. Plus, I'm a big dude. And I was doing pretty good losing weight, but we just one knee doesn't want to work with you. It's hard to really move. You know how it is when you have those issues of any kind of injury.
Well, I think for myself, hitting my age getting older, you can't help but arthritis to set in on joints. And, regardless of how well you take care of yourself, that's just part of, aging too, is your bones start to feel it at some point in time. So I know what knee pain is like.
Yeah, I used to, I used to I wear my shirt. If I was right now, I wear my shirt. I'm in my prime with Doc Holliday, but now sometimes I feel like I'm in my prime. And yeah, I'm genetically predisposed to things like arthritis and diabetes, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Genetics can be a trip, especially when I'm a bigger dude. Trying to lose this weight. I remember talking to the doctor, said like you have to lose so much weight so be able to do surgery. Yeah, I was doing pretty good, but like I said, it's the setbacks. Here we have a comment. Here we have a man. Uh, Monroe, amazing video thumbnail. I know you're gonna like it. I did choose that one of the great Linda Murray, Laura Val, and Denise Risosky. And folks, what I did, if you see in the comment section, I left Hella's link to her PayPal. So if it's about tax time. I don't know everybody get tax money after the mess was going on early this week. I know, no, I hope you can. But if you can do anything, no more than a few bucks here and there to help her out. These ladies appreciate it. So now the question is, will she have enough time to recover? Because this is the knee, not like it was like with the shoulder.
Yeah, I wonder if it was laparoscopic surgery because, usually when they go in and do some kind of like cleaning, they do it laparoscopic, and especially like when you do like a tear a meniscus or something minor like that. Usually you're up in a couple of days, but with her, it looks like they took out quite a bit. So I'm not sure if that'll be, she'll be down a couple of maybe a month or how long that'll be. But I don't see anything stopping Hella.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. She, like I said, you remember that shoulder injury? We weren't sure.
We weren't sure she was going to compete that year. And
Yeah,
she surprised all of us and placed, where, I mean, she just stunned us in her placing and she looked better than she ever had.
yeah. And then last year, she took 2023 off because she
Yeah.
needed more time to recover. Came back, took fourth place. That's still pretty good, because
Yeah.
you got to think about it. Angela, she's just coming up there now because Angela debuted in 2022 and she took second, and then come back in 2023. Margie's retired. Just it was her birthday Friday, and Ashley. You met Ashley. She's just
Mhm.
the next level.
The
When it
next
comes to
phenomena. Yeah.
yeah. I think we were talking about one time how we were surprised how Alcione Barrio placed so low compared to the last time. She was third, and then she was like next to the bottom. And
You mean Alcyon?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's just we talk about the judges. Just sometimes I don't know. Just
I don't know because, I mean, to me, I'm not sure. I don't remember this year. I don't think she came in as shredded, as lean as she was last year
because she's been working with
with
Iris
Iris.
Kyle. Yeah, and I
Mhm.
thought maybe that would make some improvements there.
Well, I thought she would definitely look a lot different than she did. But, coaches, it takes them a while to learn somebody's body. You can't expect them to just by working with them a couple of months, they know exactly how to coach you and they know how to figure it out that quick. I mean, sometimes, it's just like anything else. You gotta see what works for that specific person. And it may take more than, just one show, obviously.
hmm Yeah, I know. It's just about understanding the process, what it takes to grow and develop, all the work they need to bring in a certain level of conditioning. Um, you know, um, I know it's tough for your ladies to the work you got to put in, the time you got to put in, the investment you got to put in, and then trying to find all the right things to put together a great physique, a great look, and also the conditioning you have to bring, especially when you're a much mature competitor. and you're like we were talking. Like you just really want to focus more on masters because, like I said, it's tough to compete with some of these girls who are much more younger, who can pop muscle like that, and then and it takes a lot more for y'all to bring certain levels and look for the judges.
Hmm. Yeah, it does. It does. And a lot of these ladies try to do it with a full-time job. They try to do it with families. So I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to have to juggle kids, um, especially the Olympian, like Sherry Priami, some of those girls who have kids. It's beyond me to even figure out how they do it.
Yeah, I was hearing somebody say Sherry might be taking this year off because her boyfriend Chris is prepping for her this year. Have you heard anything? Because it's I can say one of my monikers is I am Jon Snow, the Master of the Wall, and some of my little birdies send me little messages every now and then.
No, I have not talked to Sherry about if she's competing this year or not. I know, last year she said, this year Chris was going to focus on her, and then the next season she would focus, they would focus on Chris. So, maybe that is what they're doing.
Hmm. Yeah, that's good because sometimes it's tough to be a couple and trying to prep. You
Yeah.
know, because I don't know. I like my man Big Keith, him and his wife, they're prepping about the same time because they both did shows. He did the Legion, and then she did the show in Anaheim, and they got kids and all that. That's a lot of weight.
And they
But
have a business.
yeah, business too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's also thing. Like yourself, you're a businesswoman. You have your gym. You
exactly.
have bad rap that's keeping you busy. How things going now with everything? Because we were talking how you're in talks with other people. You're trying. You did the Texas Battle of Texas that was in December, and you enjoyed yourself like y'all did pretty good.
Yeah, we met a lot of people and we had a lot of girls who are, wanting to become ambassadors for us. So, we're right now, I had so much to do. Like you said, I'm a businesswoman. I own a gym and this is the busiest time of the year for us. So I've been caught up with that. And, I also personal train. So I am very busy training clients, especially during the months when, like I said, it's, people want to get back to, to their New Year resolutions and just getting back to adding more sessions. And so um I'm what who they call the master trainer at my gym. I've been at this for so long. And I also am a Pilates instructor, so a lot of the women want Pilates, and I'm the only one who teaches because it's my studio, all my equipment. So it keeps me very busy, George. And then juggling employees, and then on the side, bad rap. So for January, I knew I needed to sort of focus on my main business that provides me with the ability to help, with what we do in bad rap. So that's where we're at right now. Just getting back with some of these girls, trying to set up our year, figuring out which shows we're going to do. And I think this year really looks good for us as far as like picking out shows that we want to be at, getting more ambassadors on board, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and speaking of shows, especially in Texas, I saw this. I had a lady reach out to me, ask me about a show that's coming up. And she wanted to know the date of it. I said, okay, let me go check the date of the show, and I give the date. So while I was on the MCC schedule, I saw something that really, really kind of rubbed me raw. If you look at this, folks, this is the schedule for the women's bodybuilding division. No, actually, it's the men's. Wait a minute here. It's the women's body division coming up for 2024. Now, coming up is the Triple O Dynasty. Yay!
Yeah.
Also, we have here the Vancouver Island Pro. It's another show that have women's bodybuilding. New York Pro, Toronto Pro, the Imperial Classic in Spain, Portugal Pro, Chicago Pro, Tampa Pro, and the Tupelo Pro is adding women's bodybuilding, but they're doing Masters 35 to 45. But I don't think they're doing open. Then I saw something. What's going on here? Because one point I remember Texas Pro was supposed to be at that same spot. There was Texas and Tupelo was going to be at the same date, the 8th to the 9th. I said, wait a minute, what's
Right.
going
That
on?
was the conflict that we had seen on that.
Yeah. And then I look at maybe I saw maybe they pushed it somewhere. I didn't see it. And then I went through their list here in the Zeke division. And here's right here. There you go. Texas Pro. Right after it's the Natural Canadian Pro Show, which is pretty much about the same weekend as the Tampa Pro. And Tupelo, still the same weekend. I'm wondering what the crud. I mean,
Well, I mean, they didn't cancel the Texas Pro, but it just looks like they pulled women's bodybuilding out of it. Unless
they
this
did.
is a typo.
It's not a typo because usually it was there, I believe, last month.
Was it?
Because I saw it. Yeah, it
I
was there last
remember
month.
seeing it somewhere. I did too. And so, and then you've been hearing, people like Brittany Parrish who said they were aiming for the Texas Pro. Other girls too. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. That you brought it to my attention yesterday. I hadn't even looked at it.
Yeah, because Romana Scottson, who's from Great Britain, she's going to be switching over from physique to women's bodybuilding. I interviewed Romana last year, and she was saying she was planning to make her debut at that show. I sent her the link, and I sent a copy of the list, and she said, "Dang, that was my plan to do that show." And yeah, I'm also into Brittany Parrish because that was planning her to do her debut. Now, only choice of some of you ladies have is either do the if Tupelo don't have masters, and it's only to do Tampa or probably do the Atlanta Pro or Chicago. I
wonder how come Tupelo just has masters and not open.
Well, the best person to ask is I think is Judy Garland of Gilland. I think is her name. She's the promoter of that. I want to send a link to her about maybe talk for an interview like that, but she didn't respond. I think maybe Jeremy might can do that. If I was hoping he would come on, but I think Jerry might be busy. It's Super Bowl weekend, folks. Most people are getting ready. I don't care. I'm like, I don't have a team. I don't have a skin and nose in it. But I here's the thing is, no offense to Freddie and Sheila, Sheila Brown. They're doing pretty good work in Texas, representing, and I was thinking about doing this. I'm really right now trying to save some money to go to a show. And one point I'm thinking it's cheap for me to go to Atlanta because I'm staying with my niece and I don't have to pay the cost of a motel, just pay her to drive me home and drive me back because she drove down here before. She's going back home when I missed my bus from Savannah Pro. My train in Savannah Pro back in 2022. And she lives in Atlanta. Atlanta's like 3 hours drive from Savannah. She drove me all the way back home. My niece Marlena, she served our country in the Army. She's my niece, but I kind of look at her as a little sister almost. But,
yeah.
But I was really, saying when I saw they were going to add Texas, I said, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to change my mind. And, I have to fly out there. Right now, I don't know when I'm doing flying. But, but that was something I really would like to shoot for and also get a chance to meet you.
No.
Because I know you're probably going to be there because, this is Texas. Where's bodybuilding? It's a big show, the biggest show in Texas. And I remember back in
George, we would put you to work at our booth.
Yeah, I said, hey, what you say? Check it. I don't know if you want to buy from Fat Man. I mean, I said, you can't think every time I pull the coat, be like, fat guy in little coat.
We'd have you wearing one of our bad rap beanies.
Yeah, that'd be it. That'd be wearing the beanie. Yeah, that'd be it. That's all I can wear. But yeah, I remember it was back in, I think it was either the end of 2022, it started 2023. There was going to be a show in Texas originally. And it was on the list that when they started the list for that end of the year. And it was on the list good part of January. Then by the tail end of mid of January, it was gone. I said, dang, I was kind of excited because I keep talking about there's like people like Ashley Jones, Brittany Parrish, Lila Ash lives in Texas. I know a lady. Well, a lady I interviewed, her name is Jamie Savage, but last time I talked to her, she's switching divisions now. She earned a pro card as a women's bodybuilding. That would have been a great place and also is ladies who I know who live like out west, and they want to maybe fly clear across the other side of the country. Where okay, if you live in California, you live in Arizona, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, I think Tina would love to do that show, because right now she said she wants to do a show, because she just did that one show last year, the Grand Prix, and that's not on the list for this year, and I don't know, maybe just me.
I don't know because Melissa Tyke posted some progress pictures of herself and like what she looks like now because she's supposedly getting ready for the Texas Pro. So I thought she was doing bodybuilding. Didn't she do bodybuilding the last time?
Yes,
she competed.
She made a debut.
She made a
debut back in
the Olympia.
2023.
Yeah.
Where she didn't do the Olympia. She did Olympia in women's physique the last 2 times. Then she switched to women's bodybuilding.
I thought she did women's bodybuilding at Rising Phoenix.
Yes, she did women's bodybuilding at Rising Phoenix. That was her. She did Chicago first, and then she did the Rising Phoenix after that. And she was invited because you get an invitation to Rising Phoenix. I think she was 7th at that show. I think I'm trying to remember yes, I think she was 7th. I think a while back she kind of shut down her IG because she wasn't posting and being too active. But she's she's going through some things. Her husband just turned pro a while back. I think he turned pro at the USA Championships. He follows me on social media, and she from what I see, she looks pretty good. I'm trying to find a picture. Actually, I saw the picture on the Female Bodybuilding channel. Give me a second. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yep.
Because they're the one who posted it. And from the looks of it, I think she was top 3 at the Texas Pro because Chicago Pro. That was the year Christina Mendoza won that show. And I always did it like this. I felt like Christina wasn't as conditioned she should have been for that show. I always felt like Jessica what's Jessica's last name? I know her last name back of my head. I feel like Jessica, not Williams, is God, I know the name. She looked like she was better conditioned. She should have won that show. But they went with Christina Mendoza. And then I was saying Christina had to drop out because something happened to her. I said she I think she's going through the medical condition or something like that. She said, nah. Like when you said it, you were going through something, it's sound like it's medical, Mm-hmm. And Melissa, she does a lot of powerlifting. She competes in that. That's one thing. One thing she also said comes quite a few ladies who compete in women's bodybuilding. There's a lot of powerlifting. I've interviewed a lady who's a bikini competitor does powerlifting. Yeah, it's crazy. You wouldn't think a bikini competitor do powerlifting, but she likes doing powerlifting. But I'm about to pull it up in a second. It's the progress picture of Melissa Tyke. Give me a second. Like I said, I need to get us another computer. This one, my old computer, the battery went out of it. It's dead. I can't recharge it anymore. And this was my sister gave me about a couple years ago, so it's starting to act up too. But here we go. I'm about to pull it up here. There she is.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
She looks like she's 8 weeks, 7 weeks out right there.
Yeah, this is from the Female Bodybuilding channel, and this is says Texas Pro, which is in 2026 weeks to go. You must have got in 26 weeks. But here's the thing is, there is no Texas Pro on the list unless.
I don't know because she would know. If anybody would know, it'd be Melissa because she works out at Destination Dallas, and they are up on everything.
Yeah, but I don't know. If like I said again, if the NPC, they're the ones who put these lists up, and if they're the ones who are not, they were supposed to update these things. Like there was, remember one point was going to have women's physique in the Triple O, but because they don't have no sponsors for that division, that got dropped. Now it's just women's bodybuilding and figure. And one thing is that this is going to be a big payday for women's bodybuilding at Triple O, $7,000.
Yeah.
That's more than most shows for women's bodybuilding. I mean, and also you're gonna have some women returning to the show. So Teresa Vlasic, she says she can throw her hat in because she's a champion. Julia Wetzel is going to throw her hat in because she was in the top 3 the last year, and Gabby Vega, she's making her return because she
I thought Gabby was getting ready for the Vancouver.
Oh, I must be wrong. Who I'm thinking about who's doing? Oh, it's Tiana Flex. She's doing.
Yeah, Tiana Flex.
Tiana Flex. She's doing.
Yeah. So is Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea too, yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe, yeah, you're right that Gabby's doing the Vancouver Isle. She was going to do that show because I interviewed her, and she said the problem was that it was an issue with her visa, so she couldn't get into Vancouver because she moved here about a few months ago from Mexico. She lived in the California with her daughter, and I felt like this: if she could have made that show, she probably could have won her qualification because don't forget Julia Wetzel. Yeah. No offense to Julia Wetzel. Gabriella looked really good. Her condition was just.
Yeah.
And you were there. You were there at Triple O. You saw her live in person.
She was amazing. It was she was completely shredded and just looked super sharp.
Yeah. Yep. And then she's already qualified for the Triple O, and originally the show was going to be at the end of August, and they moved it up to the 1st of August. So it's about also the same weekend as I think it's the Texas Pro.
You said she's qualified for what? For Masters, you mean?
She's qualified for the Master Olympia. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I think at the Triple O is 40 plus. I was talking to one lady. She did a show. She's a figure competitor. She did a show in Georgia, and it was 35 and over. But you have to do 40 and over. And I think they changed the rules and the sanctions. Like you have to win in 40 plus, and also you can apply to compete at the Triple O. Yeah,
that's crazy. You would think 35 if she competed well, but yeah, I mean, as long as you're over 40, and if you won a 35-year-old class, that means you probably could have done, won a 40-year-old too.
Well, I don't know. I think that shouldn't have a 40-year-old. I think just have 35. But as well as semantics and rules of it, because to get into Triple O, you have to either win 40. I think they want you to win 40, but if you're over 40, you still compete, but you have to be at 40 and win at a 40 in a 40 class.
Right. Yeah.
But I think the circumstances that you can probably apply and see if you can get in, if you did win like maybe 45 or 50, it's the rules about it. And I'm still like this. I'm still defensive about how they have it all the way in Japan. Like my man Big Keith, he's qualified, and that's a long way to go. Just to, I keep saying they need to bring it here to the States. There are more Masters competitors here in America than in most, like, they don't do a lot of Master shows.
But they don't seem to be coming up with a lack of participants. I mean, they have more than they want to. That's why they put a limit to the application. They've said they don't want any more applications from America. They want it from other countries because it doesn't seem like they want a huge, competitor list. Looks like they're trying to limit it.
Mm-hmm. I think the last time it was like 15 competitors.
No, I thought last time there was something like maybe 18, 20.
Just about. I think with women bodybuilding, I think it was 15. And I think with women's physique there was at least 20.
At least in women's, yeah. It was a big division, and of course, you fly all the way to Japan, and if you're not in the top 5, you don't get to do your posing routine, right?
Yeah. And if you had heard this thing, they're talking about doing eliminations for the Olympia if you're not top 15. Yeah, I saw this. My man Keith, he sent me a link from Dave Palumbo, but he privatized that video on his account. Here we have my man Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy coming through. As you know, he's the acolyte. He's our Merlin. You know, on my Most Talk Monday, he's one of the, as I call him, he's one of my regulators. He's Virgil Earp. I'm Doc Holliday. You know, I'm a Daisy. Yeah, not a Daisy if you do, a Daisy if you don't. Don't mind my picture starting to act up a little bit, But welcome, Jeremy. Thank you for coming, brother.
Yeah, you do know Virgil lost an arm, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know if I want to be Virgil.
Well, would you want to be Morg? That's Tails Morg.
Right. Oh yeah. Also, when you mentioned about Masters Olympia, it's like, who did the scheduling? Because it's like, not only do you have the Masters Olympia that same weekend, you got the Texas Pro and the Tupelo Pro. All of those are happening on the same weekend.
Yeah, with the Texas, as you know, they do not have women's physique. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, they do. They do have women's physique. They don't have women's bodybuilding.
They don't have women's bodybuilding. I mean, also right. My man here, KL the Wanderer, took time here, just did an interview. Shout out to my man KL.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
How you guys doing?
My man was busy. He did a couple of interviews this last week, and did an interview today. So he's climbing up there. Still got some work to do, but he's climbing up.
I'm trying.
But here's the thing is, with the Masters thing, I understand they want more worldwide, competitors, but I don't know. You have more Masters shows here in the States. With the the Tupelo show and Triple O, a couple of shows they're doing like, I think the Tupelo is doing like women's bodybuilding 35 to 40, but they're not doing open because it don't seem on the list. And we got Texas and Chicago, not Texas, Tampa and Chicago. They're also doing it. Linda Murray, she does it. Some of the other shows, like many European shows, you don't see too much Masters there, like something like the Portugal or the Linda Murray show, or even not Linda Murray show, the Tulina shows.
Not to go off subject, but George, why your screen is so black?
Oh God, something must be. Like I said again, my computer's acting up. But folks, y'all keep talking. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take myself out and see if I can come back in. So y'all can just talk and talk amongst yourself till I come back.
Hey Jeremy, how are you?
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
A lot of stressful things going on in life right now. So,
oh man.
But trying to get through it as best we can.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, how has Bad Rap been doing? Well, I saw they're going to get some. I saw they're going to be getting some good representation at the Triple O.
Yes, we are.
What I can see.
Yeah. What we did is we contributed towards the prize money for the women's bodybuilding, and so we also got Alex Andrews, who wanted to sponsor one of our varsity jackets for the winner of the women's bodybuilding. And then we're also going to be giving one of our Bad Rap varsity jackets to the figure champion. So we're excited about that. Like you said, lots of representation. So we're excited. This is what we do. This is what we're about.
Well, good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, we just we're looking forward to this year. From the last Texas show that we went to, we got a lot of girls who came by our booth and said they wanted to become ambassadors for us. So we're lining them up for this year, and trying to get them all picked out for who we want us to rep us this year.
All in women's bodybuilding or in other divisions as well?
No, we want to dip into different divisions. Figure and bikini and wellness. just
Mhm.
because
Yeah, 'cause
there were women who wanted to come. They asked to come to be ambassadors, and they were representing those divisions. And so, if we're thinking about the mission, what our mission is, and our mission is still to help girls get up on stage. So anyway, yeah, those women at some point in time, we had some figure girls that came up, and they're like, I'll probably be competing physique next time, but I still want to do what I want to help you guys and really believe in your mission.
that's pretty good. I know there's a young lady I just interviewed yesterday. Her name is Jessica Schechter. I want her name right. I want to apologize if I mess it up. And she does bikini, but she has a great personality about her, great physique. I might try to send the what I might try to do is send her the link to your and tell her to check it out and see if she's interested maybe working with you because I might send you also her social media because she's a young lady, great personality, just 26 years old, still right behind ears and breasts like Similac, but most definitely you can use someone like that to help maybe get attention because people will like one thing people will follow uh, someone who really represents youth and energy and everything that really supports what's bodybuilding is but one thing I'm going to pull up here folks is I saw this um was it around about was a couple of weeks ago. And I wasn't going to talk about it last live stream. I must talk Monday, but we were so more into our discussion that just blatantly forgot about it. But this was sent to me by one of my, as I've often called one of my little birdies. They often send me little messages, stuff like that, to let me know what's going on. And yeah, and this is at a show. It was, I think, a couple weeks ago in January.
Going to be taken away today?
And
And how many of those people are going to be taken
somebody's
away today?
YouTube on or something.
Jeremy,
So,
yeah, I think it's Jeremy coming from Jeremy.
Yeah. Okay, because I kind of hear it, but this is something somebody sent me, and I always thought, say, wow, this is wild, And some women, I shared it, they are kind of like a bit awed by it and wondering what's going on. This is I saw this, it was sent to me, it's from Evolution of Bodybuilding, and we were going to talk about it the last time we do with my last Talk Monday, but yeah, we got so much in depth to another subject that we forgot about. And here it is. And I don't know if anybody saw it. I know I shared with some people.
Oh,
In what direction is Mania's NBC taking the sport of bodybuilding? Are you destroying the sport to cash in on membership and registration fee? And this is a young lady competing in men's classic. She's wearing because men's class she's wearing the black trunks. You don't need anything fancy, and it looks like she might have pasties covering her nipples. I would like to get y'all, your viewpoints and your opinion on this. We go with the lady.
Well, I think you start getting into that, and now what? Am I going to be standing next to a dude with, a bikini bottom, and his package is, sticking out because, he identifies with being a woman? I mean, you got to set some standards, and you got to define it.
Where's this at? Like, one acts like.
It was
not
a show
to
in
cut you off,
California. I believe it was a show in California. It was a show that debuted also the Fit Model division. Somebody mentioned it to me and it sent me the link, and I said I was going to talk to you about it. Was it when we did last Most Talk Mondays, but we got in so depth to our situation into our other discussion that we just lost time and just went through. But here the thing is, I mean,
I think they should do a survey of the audience that was there and